So JoJo Siwa keeps ruining her career. It's like she just can't help herself, and it keeps getting worse every day that goes by. So obviously by now, I'm sure you've seen her completely change her personality and persona, or what she likes to call her rebrand.
Genre. So what's the genre you feel like, you know, they're not ready to see JoJo Siwa jump into?
Rap.
Rap? Wait, you got some bars in there?
Yes. Honestly, I wrote this rap song called The Lies Sound Better. Ooh. So sick, but I just can't do it yet.
You know?
Oh yeah, we speed rap. We don't.
Of course, she started gaining fame around 2012 when she joined Dance Moms in season 2, when she was only 9 years old. And then she actually ventured into her Nickelodeon type music era, dropping hit songs like Boomerang, which is still an awful song to this day. But it resonated with her very young audience, which was really the whole point, and she capitalized off of this by selling her signature bows and other things that she branded with her face on. She also did a lot of collabs with different creators where they were all still targeted at young kids.
I'm pretty positive that I won the dance-off because now you have no more Tuki left.
But I did the Miranda.
You did do the Miranda, you got a few points for that, but you can't beat the actual Miranda.
Her whole brand was all glitters and sparkles and unicorns even when she was 15 years old, so it's kind of difficult to take her seriously. But recently she's had a massive switch to her whole bad girl brand, which I can only imagine she did because she thought that her young audience had grown up, and if she didn't switch she'd lose all her fans, if we can even call them that. But I also think she just didn't want to seem like a little kid anymore to everyone who saw her, since she's like 21, I think. But it's kind of ironic because she's trying really hard to be edgy, but people still see her as a child trying to act old. She even mentioned how she did this because she wanted to do what works and chase being relevant again. And let me tell you, it definitely worked, but not in the way she intended it to.
But really, my brand has always just been to entertain and to figure out what works, what's gonna sell, and to run with it. I think that I am just someone that is unafraid of making art and being an artist, and it's what I've always wanted to do.
Because 99% of her publicity that she's getting is just negative, and it's clear that almost everyone is just making fun of her at this point. And with this new rebrand, she jumped right back into making her music and dropped her recent popular song Karma. And of course it had her swearing in it, saying, "I wish I never effed around." Yeah, so that's word for word. She didn't even say the full word. How edgy of her. And as most of us know, this isn't even her own original song, and she essentially just got given it, and the whole song was exposed for being stolen, or at least the instrumental, and it was copied from someone else, which is just a classic JoJo move at this point. It also looks like she went on tour with her new music, and surprisingly fans turned up to it for some reason.
Just booed me! Where the f did I come from? Which one of you? Respectfully? You.
I can only imagine most of the people who went there just went there to make fun of her, because a lot of them were just booing her, and she did not like that one bit. But what can you expect when you make terrible music and have a terrible rebrand? But following the edgy narrative, she started drinking on stage and going as far as to apparently touch herself on stage, which is a wild move if you ask me. And don't even get me started on her new infamous look, where it looks like she's trying to be a rock star mixed with punk, mixed with some emo. And I don't understand why you'd want to be famous for looking and acting like a clown. It just makes no sense, and it doesn't really look good, and doesn't look like it's a stable career choice. I mean, I guess it's working for her now, in the sense that she's trying to stay relevant and make money from that, but she's also making money from just being criticized all the time by everyone. And this was all pretty much thanks to TikTok and Instagram, I guess, because there are endless videos of her just being made fun of, and people doing impressions of her new bad girl voice.
I'm JoJo Siwa. I released one song and made it my entire personality. I'm gonna milk this thing until it's dry and everyone hates me because it's stuck in their head.
Dream guest on my podcast? Oh my gosh, I mean, honestly, let's spice it up. One of my exes.
So now she's basically trying to make her audience for 18 and over, and is trying her hardest to shut out her past life, or forget it. Although there are still kids as young as 6 turning up to her shows, where she said that she's glad they were there to see her acting like this. So not sure what she meant exactly by that. To me, it's looking like JoJo is pretty cooked, and she'll keep staying relevant as long as people are there to make fun of her, I guess. So that's about it.